Imagine this. You're a teenager living in a small village in Kenya. You want to throw a javelin, just like the Olympic athletes. But there's no coach, no team, no fancy equipment. Just you, a stick, and a dream. What do? Well, one boy figured it out, with a little help from the internet. Welcome to Believe It or Not, the show where weird is real and the truth is stranger than fiction. I'm your host, Bryan, and today's story is about Julius Yego, the man who became a world champion javelin thrower by watching YouTube videos. Julius Yego grew up in a small rural town in Kenya, a country famous for its long-distance runners. But Julius didn't want to run marathons. He wanted to throw. At school, he fell in love with the javelin. That's the sport where athletes throw a long spear as far as they can. But there was one big problem. Julius had no coach. No one in his village even knew how to throw a javelin properly. So what did he do? What any good kid does. He turned on YouTube. Yep, every day after training on his own with homemade wooden spears, Julius would head to the local cyber cafe and type in, "How to throw javelin." He studied videos of Olympic athletes like Jan Zalesny, who is the world record holder. He paused, rewound, watched again, mimicked their form, practiced their steps over and over and over. Locals started calling him Mr. YouTube Man. Some thought it was silly, but Julius, he didn't care. He was getting stronger, better, and throwing farther than ever before. By 2011, he made it to the World Championships. He didn't win, but he shocked everyone by coming in 12th in the world. Then just a few years later, something really amazing happened. At the 2015 World Championships in Beijing, Julius Yego stunned the world by throwing the javelin 92.72 meters. That's longer than a football field. He won the gold medal, becoming the first Kenyan in history to win a field event at the world level. And guess what? That throw made him the third longest javelin thrower of all time. Why? He credits it all to YouTube. Here are a few fun facts about this story. First, in Kenya, most athletes dream of being marathon runners. However, Julius chose something totally different, and now kids all across Africa look up to him as a javelin hero. In the story, you heard about Julius using homemade javelins. Well, he once trained by throwing sugarcane sticks and even using old metal rods. Whatever works. And finally, he was so good that some people didn't believe he was self-taught until he showed them his old YouTube search history. Believe it or not. Now it's your turn to think. First, would you train for a sport using only YouTube? Next, could you stay focused without a coach or team to help you? And here's another question to get you thinking. What's something you'd love to get better at, even if it's hard and no one around you knows how to help? These questions help us remember that learning can happen anywhere, even from a little screen. So remember that, the story of Julius Yego, the next time your mom and dad tell you, "Hey, it's time to get off YouTube." That's it for today's episode of Believe It or Not. But don't go too far. Next time, we've got another unbelievable true story. It's about Binti Jua, a gentle gorilla who saves a little boy after he fell into her zoo exhibit. She shocked the world with her kindness and bravery, and became a hero. Until then, keep wondering, keep learning. And remember, sometimes the truth is weirder than fiction.